have returned, and we're to the final, and I mean the final battle. Look at that. Even though I didn't get there's a lot of scans in this damn game. There's a lot of scans in this game, but I got 100% items. So if I remember right, in true Metroid fashion, as long as you get 100% items, at least in the Prime games, you get the true ending. But the 100% scans, I think, I don't know. But we're on the final part of the game, end game. Man, I've never really booted this game back up. That's badass. All right. We about to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, Dirk.
We can leave for Chrono Tower whenever you give the order, Samus.
Let's get the hell up out of here.
Ready? Once we leave, there's no turning back. If there's anything you need to complete, now is the time.
Let's go.
All right, listen up. We got a lot of ground to cover, so check your key.
Oh my goodness, they're playing Samus's theme.
Something we don't got a use for it. Our mission is to guide Samus to the Master Teleporter. To do that, we gotta cross Soul Valley and destroy the force field around Chrono Tower. Open her up!
Force field undamaged. I must increase power.
No, I told you I can only guarantee 80%.
Recalculating. Warning. System critical.
We need to report the weapon's gonna blow. Oh no.
Force field destroyed.
Well done.
This is all just Starship Troopers.
Oh, my baby. I'm so sorry.
She did good.
She did. She sure did. This is our moment. You coming, Mac?
Yes, sir, Sarge.
Wow, this place is so...
The robots are awake.
Yes, the temple responds to Samus. Shadihara, the Kirsha Aslasana, the Klinas, the Natharich, Casalis Agent, Jeanette, Dinette Namor Tiganich, Kie Siskala, Sinel Chanich, and Selectinath Geshtanda, Tiganich H's, Chiola alone, Eskanich Amaneth, Din and Kelisha, Kales Ashaka, Antakanin, Shatasek, Enkialin Teganit, Shotanen, Virus, Enkialin Jogarit, H's.
You okay, Sam?
Give her a minute.
It's unfolding. The robots are the keys.
Hey, got an elevator. Let's head up.
Look! Isn't it gorgeous?
We have finally reached the top of the tower. How does she do that?
Careful now, Samus. Careful up there.
What's up? I ain't gonna lie, this dude looks kind of hard on Samus.
You've got the keys. Take us home.
This must be the master teleporter.
Guys, I can't believe it. We're actually going home.
What the hell? Solix.
Samus!
I've been waiting for this.
He can talk?
Silence! Knuckle up!
Watch those arms.
Solix, a bounty hunter using a modified version of the Galactic Federation battlesuit. Reconstruction using the latest nanotechnology.
Psychic lasso is working.
All right, let's get the rest of these off.
You mother Frenchie. Okay.
Oh no, the arm's transformed!
Keep it together. We got this.
God damn.
Watch out!
More arms!
I counted 4. We took them out once. We can do it again. Watch your feet. Mackenzie is down.
I'm okay. Let him have it.
Keep it together now.
God damn it. Jesus Christ, it took a whole energy. Y'all are in my way. Jesus Christ.
help.
Aaron, multiple members need your help.
What? Come on. So I gotta protect these jokers too? Oh, damn.
Watch those arms. Fail. Lightning lasso is working.
All right, let's get the rest of these arms.
So I gotta protect them too. This is some grade A, some bullshit.
Yes, that's the last one. He's vulnerable. Now 13.
Hit him with everything you got.
Oh no, the arm transformed.
Keep it together. We got this.
I count 4.
We took them out once. We can do it again. Watch your feet.
base.
Where's he at?
I'm up.
Had enough?
No.
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Oh.
Where'd they go?
Okay, Samus. Missiles don't affect. Are you freaking kidding me? We're taking this to space. All right. This is the Metroid Solo.
Just you and me, Samus.
Oh, now they're about to play his real theme song.
Come on, let's get this over with.
Fuck you. Oh God, he even went. Oh, he went into his more ball mode. Okay. Okay. Wait, he stole my energy tank? Where the fuck he went? Fuck he went? Where'd he go? You mother freaking steal it energy tank bastard. Yeah, all this don't affect my progress. 97%. Nigga, you gonna give me back my shit. Oh shit! I lost track of him. Stealing my shit. Ah, you freaking bitch. Ah! 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 You keep taking my shit. Boy, I thought that was gonna affect my process.
Tell me how, and I'm there.
Alert. Spatial anomaly detected.
Great. What now?
It's my girl.
Here we go. Be ready for anything.
Samus! I knew you'd come back.
Never doubted you for a second, boss.
Glad to have you with us.
Samus, does that mean Silex is
Yeah.
good? Ready to go home?
We'll be right behind you.
Man, that Joker took almost all my energy takes.
Maybe if I, oh. Oh, your crystal powers the teleporter. It only responds to you. Wait, is that Veros? Then that must be Tanamar. Home sweet home.
And you are sure?
Well, we're gonna find out.
You did it.
We're really going home.
Oh no, he ain't done.
Silex! Let back! Look! Samus! No!
Protect the teleporter!
Samus, are you all right?
No, please. Don't let these guys die.
I got you.
Samus can't go through another Metroid Prime 3.
Teleporter's not gonna last long. You gotta make the jump while you still can. I'll do my best to stabilize the power. Yes. Restart the sequence. We'll buy you time while it charges.
No! No!
Enough.
Samus! Go!
No, come on!
Hey, Samus.
Solan be with you.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate Nintendo. Why does Nintendo have the balls to do it for this game, but they won't do it for any other game? It's only this and Zelda. I like these characters. That's so... No, come on. But I like these characters. I should have known these characters don't exist in the mainline Metroid. But why would you get me attached to them? Just for you to kill them off. Oh, come on. I like these characters, man. Oh, this hurts my soul. I really learned to get to like them. They're not as annoying as people made them out to be. All of them, but I understand at the end of the day, Samus is the big dog, but I mean, Retro, why do you do this? It's bad enough Samus went through this in corruption. She lost all the hunters, and now this again. The people she grown attached to. I get it. That's why she's so cold and aloof in 2, 3, and sometimes Dread, but in Infusion, well, not as much Infusion, but I mean, damn, you ain't gotta let this girl keep going through trauma. It's like she cannot not lose people. This ain't fair. This ain't fair, man. Oh my goodness, man. All I know is that hopefully Samus knows the location of the planet and she can come back and save them, but I'm like, come on. Damn it. Damn. John was right. Next Level Games, they were part of this. So it wasn't just Retro, it was Next Level Games that helped make this too. But if you want a quick review about this game, is it peak Metroid Prime? No, 1 and 2 are peak Metroid Prime, because Metroid Prime 1 set the standard, which elevated the series from there to Prime 2. I would say this is on the same level as 3. I would say slightly better, because 3 actually felt linear. Yes, you had the multiple planets and everything, but I feel like Metroid Prime 4 did something that was different, which was the motorcycle. Every Prime game has its own gimmick. Like, for example, Metroid Prime 1 was the different visors, the scanners. Metroid Prime 2 was the screw attack and Dark Aether. Metroid Prime 3 was Samus' ship, and Metroid Prime 4 was the Viola, the bike. And I feel like this game is heading in the right direction. I really think Retro should take risk when it comes to elevating the franchise, because I'm not gonna lie, I replayed Metroid Prime 1, and granted, it's still a solid 10 out of 10. But this game doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. Yes, you know, sometimes people don't like side characters because Samus is supposed to be this stoic character, but there's two different Samuses. And maybe I'll do a video about it. There's Prime Series Samus and there's Mainline Samus. Mainline Samus is the more emotional Samus, the one that actually does all the monologuing and everything. It's because Samus grew as a character. While Prime Samus, this is pre-Metroid 2, before she met the Metroid, the baby Metroid. So she's kind of like stoic in a sense. And you know, Retro kind of likes to keep that thing where Samus doesn't speak. But, and you only really hear her through the grunts and everything. But more and more, especially after Metroid Prime 3, Samus starts getting attached to people. But every time Samus gets close to people, they end up dying. They sacrifice themselves for her. And we see that at full circle in Dread when she finally snapped with Ravenbeak. But going back to this, Metroid Prime 3 is a solid game. I give this thing an 8.5, almost a 9. I actually think it deserves a 9. There's something about it that keeps it from being a 10, because I'm guessing I'm a huge fan of Metroid Prime 1 and 2, especially 2. Because 2 did something different. I mean, they added the screw attack in 3D. And also just Dark Samus is a better antagonist. Nothing wrong with Solix, it's just he felt like he was kind of like an afterthought. He's the main villain of the story, but where was he throughout the entirety of the game? You only fight like his doppelgangers, then you just come to find out that he was over there trying to ascend into somewhat of godhood or something like that. And then you find a little bit of backstory about Solix, and I already know this ain't the end of him, because the fact they went into his backstory about how him and Samus has met shows you that there's more of a connection in there. And I kind of want a spin-off game with him, but at the same time, I'll take Metroid Prime 5. But once again, this game is far from perfect. It has its issues. I really think Retro should have embraced in the fact that they were trying to go open world with Metroid, with the motorcycle and everything, but I really believe that they should have stuck with it. And you know, they could have pissed off some fans, but I think this is the problem with current gaming in general. Everybody's so scared to break the mold, because now, ever since COVID, every gamer now has a complaint, and the complaints get to the point where it's word of mouth, and it kind of destroys the game. But I truly believe that Metroid Prime can still continue with Retro at the head completely this time, because obviously Nintendo tried to go Bandai Namco and it didn't work, and because of that, they traded back to Retro. And I truly believe Retro can make this game, make this a new trilogy, but you guys got to support the game. Yes, it has its qualms and it's got its issues, because like I said, the motorcycle sections, it could have had music, throwbacks, but it seems like now they're trying to go forward with the Prime series and stop being such a callback to the old Metroid series. Because Prime 1 and 2 were callbacks, or especially Prime 1 was a callback to Super Metroid in a sense. But I truly believe that this game is a solid game. No matter how you feel about it, I truly believe it's a solid game. And I really want people to enjoy the game for what it is. It's an 8.5, it's a 9 for me. It's an 8.5 game, but it's a 9 for me. So, thank you. Oh, secret ending. I appreciate that you agree. It sucks. I really don't like the fact that Samus lost all these people. She got so close to them. I think I unlocked the secret ending because I had 100%, but I'm not sure. The suit's gonna come off. Wow. You really think they should have died that sooner? That's crazy. That's crazy work, man. So I'm guessing Samus is gonna rebuild their civilization. But I mean, I get it. Sometimes they may have stuck around, but I like them. They may not have been the hunters from Prime 3, but I've grown to like them. I mean, nobody's topping Run this at all. Yeah, I mean, the thing about him is that he truly gave us the backstory of him. That's why I felt like he should have survived. But I mean, I get it. The Prime series is quote unquote a prequel to Metroid 2. Now, you mark the save solve mission complete. If you later choose to start a new game, this save solve, the item and scan completion data will reset. Do you want to save? Hell no. I mean, whatever. I don't give a damn. Man, I got 100% items. You want a DLC? I kind of agree with that one. Yep. So, man, so I'm guessing I didn't get the 100% ending because I think the 100% you see Samus without the suit on. So I got to get 100% scans. Oh, no. I think you got to beat horror mode on 100%. So, like, continuing my final thoughts, I truly enjoyed this game. From start to finish. To be honest with you, this feels more like Metroid than Dread did. And I know that's saying a lot because Dread is supposedly peak Metroid. I don't have nothing wrong with Mercury's theme. I think they did. Imagine playing F-Picture with sucks. Nah. The problem is he was out of the game for the majority of the thing. And I have a feeling I know the reason why. Because there's a thing going around that Bandai Namco, their version of the game is pretty much this. And for what I heard, Nintendo didn't want Retro to deviate from what Bandai Namco had did. So they continued the way they did. And that's why this game feels like a complete departure from the Prime series, which to me it's not. It still feels like Prime at its core. It really does feel like Prime. And this is coming from a guy that's played every Metroid game. Even, I didn't play the original 2 or the original 1. I did play Zero Mission. I did play Return to Samus remake. But when I tell you that this feels more of a Metroid game than Dread, but I will say that Dread is what's going to bring the casual audience. Unfortunately, I truly believe that a lot of Dread people are not going to play this game, and I think it's going to hurt the sales overall. But at the same time, Metroid Prime kind of alienated the franchise from the 2D Metroid fans anyway. That's why they went ahead and made Zero Mission and Fusion to appease those fans, because they knew they weren't going to play it. It's a complete departure. This, I mean, I can't really say that it's not a Metroidvania. Metroid Prime 4 is still a Metroidvania at heart. But see, it's still a Metroidvania because I will admit there's not a lot of backtracking in Prime 4, but Prime 3 had that same issue too. If you, like, anybody that played Prime 3 would know, Prime 3, this is more of a Metroidvania than Prime 3. Literally, everybody says that Prime 3 was better. I disagree. The problem with Prime 3 is that the game was so linear, there was no way to kind of like backtrack. Prime 3 kind of, got rid of the, like getting the artifacts, getting the Sky Temple keys, all that stuff. Because Prime 3 was just straight. You just go straight to phase. There's no collecting nothing. You just go to the final battle of phase. I really believe this is more of a Metroidvania than Prime 4. But you're right. I think the Metroidvania title, for the most part, sticks to the 2D Metroid. But you know what I think? I think Prime needs to get away from the classic formula. Prime is supposed to be a spin-off series. It's still canon, but all this still takes place before Metroid 2. Like, Metroid Prime 4 is still before Metroid 2. Metroid still exists. Samus hasn't went after the goal to execute Order 66 to kill the Metroid. You know what? I like that ranking, but I will move Metroid Prime 4 to after 2. Because, and I didn't like 3 that much. 3 was a great game. Don't get it twisted. But I really felt like 3 kind of alienated itself from Prime 1 and 2. But you know, everybody's so quick to hate Prime 4 because it added the motorcycle. And I think it's because also word of mouth. I really believe Metroid Prime 4 will become everybody's sleeper hit title when it kind of like, whenever this little hate of it dies down in about a couple of months. I guarantee this game will be a great game to play in the summer. The problem is it's also a decent game to play in the holidays too. But I really believe that all the Prime fans are still kind of high on the Metroid Prime 1 remaster. Yeah. You know what, to be honest with you, I really want Metroid to embrace this open world they're doing, because I'm like I said before, I love the 2D Metroids. Like for me, I love all of them. I even love Dread, and I will say Dread is the farthest from a Metroidvania because it's an action game too. Like, literally, Metroid is never supposed to be categorized as an action game, but the Prime series has. Would wish Salix would race. Nah, but see, that's the thing. You don't know what's going to happen, because I have a strong feeling Prime 5 is already in the mix, because biggest thing is Retro is no longer doing Donkey Kong. They're done. Nintendo's taking back Donkey Kong. So I believe that we're going to have a Metroid Prime 5, because Prime 4 is going to do well. It's just the Switch 2 version isn't going to do as well, because the Switch 2 isn't selling like the Switch 1. So people are going to buy the Switch 1 version. But I believe that Prime 4 the Prime series is going to deviate from the Metroidvania formula, because Prime 4 worked. It's just the people that didn't like the game are Prime 1 purists, which is fine. I love Prime 1. Yes. No, especially after that. Oh, yeah. Because my thing about it is Solix isn't dead. He's just trapped. Not even trapped. He's just in another area. And the thing about it is Samus could go after and find them. But I truly believe that we're not going to get like, I have a feeling that they're going to make him more of an antagonist in this game, because I have a strong feeling that Bandai Namco, when they made the game, yeah, he could teleport, but the thing about it is he doesn't. The problem with Cyros, I think that's the planet, is so far removed from Samus's or universe, they don't know exactly where it's at. And it's not like Samus can find the people. And I like the fact that and I have a feeling the true ending, we're going to see Samus kind of grieve these people like she did in Metroid Prime 3. But I will say this. After playing this game, Retro needs to stick with Metroid. No more Donkey Kong. No more Star Fox. Don't resurrect nothing. You guys make Metroid. Bandai Namco, this is their little project. Retro just cleaned it up and added a little bit extra. From what I heard, Retro maybe fixed about 40% of this game, because 70% was done. All they did was clean it up, because it seems like now Retro's coming out and saying that they didn't have a choice but to make it like this. But I have a feeling Metroid Prime 5 is going to be a different type of game. It's not going to be anything like this. No psychic abilities, no nothing. And Solix is the villain. Solix is going to be the main villain of is going to be the main villain of this new Prime series, because now, in all honesty, maybe they don't even need to call it Metroid Prime 5. Maybe they just call it Metroid. I mean, I don't really have a thing right now. Maybe we should call it Samus and Solix, or Metroid Prime 5 Solix, or something like that. I really don't believe they should call it Prime anymore because Metroid Prime is no longer the villain. He's dead. Dark Samus is dead. Even though some people started to theory craft and say that Metroid Prime may still be alive. Yeah, Metroid Prime 5, Revenge of Solix, yes. But I don't really want Solix's story to end in the 5th game. I think every Prime game needs to be a trilogy. Like the first trilogy was Metroid Prime and its revenge. Because you saw Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 all had to do with Metroid Prime. Even though Dark Samus was the villain, Metroid Prime is Dark Samus fused with the Phazon suit. Now we have Solix. No, I truly believe we're gonna get a trilogy too. This game sold well. And I don't give a damn that the critics didn't really like it, because to me, a critic only plays the game for an hour. And I truly believe, and I'll say this, Metroid Prime does start off slow. I didn't start liking this game until I got to the Volt Forge, when it felt like a Metroid title with the music, like the fact when you finally turn the power back on the Volt Forge, you actually hear like the powerful soundtrack, Solix's theme, everything about it. This felt like a Metroid Prime game to me. Because I grew up, well, I wouldn't say I grew up. I was damn near a teenager when Prime 1 came out. But as a guy who recently played Dread, well, not recently played Dread, but played Dread, the Ice Belt was peak for you? I think it's the Volt Forge for me, but Ice Belt wasn't bad. I think the weakest one, in my opinion, was always going to be Flare Core. The mines reminded me of the mines in Metroid Prime 1, the Phazon mines. So I love the mines. It had that little like isolated feeling. But I think the Flame Core to me was kind of like the weakest one. Only because it's like, it's not Magmore Cabins. You can't top Magmore Cabins for me. Magmore Cabins is for me is peak when it comes to fire. But this is a gem, and I hope they do DLC for this game. Maybe like maybe not a boss rush mode, but like you said, maybe even a multiplayer. Like, I mean, Prime 2 did it. I mean, granted, they didn't do it in Prime 3. And I also think they need to put achievements in this too, like how Metroid Prime 3 did. Because not all ideas in Metroid Prime 3 were bad. I liked the ship. I think the corruption thing was kind of good too. It kind of gave you a sense of urgency, but it kind of took away the exploration because Samus was dying. But this game right here gives you the exploration in a sense. But I feel there was one guy I watched on YouTube. He said that Metroid's evolving into what old school Zelda is becoming was, and I was like, yes, I agree. Open world with Epona, which is the Viola bike. Then each level is like a temple. And you spend about, and it's typical Zelda. You spend about 2-3 hours in the temple each time. And then you have the classic backtracking, which this game, and I will admit this, the collectathon wasn't bad at the end when you had to collect the crystals. But in all honesty, I kind of wish they would have just gave me a meter, because I actually started getting frustrated because I didn't know if that thing was going to fill up or not. Then it's like they locked the final part with talking to that guy, which is fine. But all in all, this game was great. I loved it from start to finish. Literally, me coming back into streaming, this is the perfect game for me to start into. And I truly believe this game is like a 9 for me. I used to say 8.5, but this is a 9. There's one thing that kept it from me is the slow pace. And Metroid Prime 1 kind of known for starting off. Like, the Prime series is known for starting off fast. Like, hot and heavy. Then on top of that, there was, I mean, besides Solix, there really was no iconic boss. Maybe the boss in the mines, he was kind of scary looking. But come on. Prime had Ridley. Prime had all that. Yes, it's a flawed, that's crazy. That's the perfect way to explain it. It's a flawed masterpiece. No. Believe me, I heard the reviews and I said, bruh, ain't no way Nintendo, this same Nintendo that had this game ready, I think it was 4 years ago, This game was almost ready 4 years ago. Now remember, I read that article on Game Informer when they said we're scrapping it and we're going back to retro. When Nintendo played this game, their play testers, they didn't like it. That's why I said all these people that are mad should be glad that they didn't play the Bandai Namco one. It's kind of the same thing with Final Fantasy VII Remake, because it was initially going to be made by Cyber Connect, but then they went straight back to internal Square Enix. And I'm glad they went back to retro. They say, hey, retro, y'all done with Donkey Kong? We can handle Donkey Kong from here. After Bonanza, ain't no freaking way they're going back to 2D Donkey Kong. And I haven't beat Bonanza yet, but Bonanza to me, in all honesty, post Rare is peak Donkey Kong. And I'm glad now Nintendo is finally finding confidence that's finally letting other people handle their franchises. And like, hey, man, let retro handle the Prime games. And the 2D games, in all honesty, I'm going to be real with you. I don't like Mercury Steam too much. They're okay. The parry mechanic gets old. Like, if you want my honest opinion, the parry mechanic in Dread got old for me. The Viola bike didn't. I actually kind of like it. I wish they would go more balls out with the Viola bike. Like, we only had maybe 2 bosses where you really use the Viola bike. In all honesty, I really believe that there should have been a whole boss battle on the bike. I mean, yeah, you have like an extra boss when you're collecting the parts. You have the Viola bike, but I think the Viola bike should have had a boss battle. It's like go balls out, because Twilight Princess did it with Epona. You had the boss battle with Ganondorf. You had the boss battle with Ganondorf, and he was riding his horse while Link was riding Epona. That was a cool ass thing. And I'm currently playing through Ocarina of Time on my 3DS, so. Unfortunately, I missed peak Ocarina of Time, so I'm trying to play it now. But I'm really glad this game came out. This is like, in all honesty, I can't really say my top game of 2025 because I haven't played Ghost of Yotai yet. But compared to the games I played in 2025, like South of the Midnight, I really didn't play Doom Dark Ages, but I heard that game is not as good as Eternal. I think this is my personal favorite game. If I have to have a personal favorite game of 2025, it's this. In all honesty, and I have a feeling that this game would have came out 3 months earlier, it would have been a running for Game of the Year. Because I truly believe that Nintendo found something with this, and I'm glad they stuck with retro. I'm really glad. I am really glad. This is a 9 out of 10 for me. It's not a 10 out of 10. Metroid Prime 1 and 2 are 10 out of 10s. Metroid Prime 3 was an 8. This is a 9. Viola, the visuals were a peak. The characters can get annoying. I don't like the fact in the final battle that if they die, I die. That's the only reason why I died, because of them. I even said the only other thing I didn't like about the game, it starts off slow, and then Solix is a great villain. It's just he didn't appear to the ending. The other times we're just fighting robots that look like him. The boss battle that I had that we had with him when he was taking energy tanks, that is peak. But you know what, guys? And I had to end it on this because I had to get to work. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is peak Metroid. And I will come back to this at 100% this on hard mode at a later date. But I got to start catching up on games right now. So take it easy, guys. And if you can, man, if you can get this game on sale, get it. If you don't want to pay the full price, what's it called? If you don't want to pay the full price, it's like find a way to get it on sale, man. But this game is peak. Whoever listens to this, man, when I tell you this game is peak Metroid, at least post Prime 3 and Dread, because I'm biased. I like Dread, but Dread kind of dragged, and Dread didn't have iconic music. This shit, look, just listen to this song right here. This is on my playlist already. So, but I had to call it on this, guys. I'm glad I got to come on this journey and finish it, and I will be back probably Wednesday, probably playing something. I don't know yet. It could be South of the Midnight. It could be, I may play Pragmata or something. I don't know. Or go back to Ninja Gaiden. I don't know. But this is a game right here. Take it easy, guys. I'm out.
Bye.